Oh my god, I just hit my hand on my freaking desk. Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome to episode number 2 of the Zaiku Show. And if you guys don't know me, then make sure you guys go listen to the first episode of the podcast. And then come back and listen to this one. If you guys don't tell by the title, I will be telling you guys about my trip to New York and how I got lost there. And how I got lost was kind of ridiculous and kind of silly. but first, I'll tell you guys about my trip and lead up to how I got lost and stuff. So basically, my trip to New York was a trip for theater. And like I said in the first episode of the podcast, make sure you guys go listen to that one. Like I said in that first episode, I'm a theater nerd. I like to do acting and stuff. So and this trip was for theater. And this trip took place in the summer of 2017. So basically when I was about to become a sophomore. I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I went to the Union ninth grade center. And like I said, it was the summer of 2017, so I was just like at my mom's house, and my mom lived in Arkansas, and my flight left. I'm pretty sure my flight left at either 6 or 7 in the morning. So I had to wake up at like 2 and get ready and stuff, and I left like my mom's house probably at 3 and got at the Tulsa airport at like 5. And when I got there, I was like super early. Like we were flying out of the Southwest Airlines, and when I got to like the southwest part of the airport, I saw nobody I recognized. Like, I didn't see any of my teachers or any students that like were going. So basically, I feel like I was just there early cause I knew I didn't miss my flight because I knew like it wasn't like until later. So I just thought like I was early. So basically, when I got to the airport, we just like went upstairs to go like get some breakfast, like some sausage, biscuits, sandwiches. And when I got my food and stuff, we went back down to Southwest, and there I saw like my teachers and like all these students. I was like, oh, okay, so there's everybody. Like, everybody just like appeared out of nowhere. Like, I was like, whoa, like where the heck did all these people come from? So I was there, like I saw my teacher, Mr. Schneider, and I was like, hey, Mr. Schneider. It was like, hey, and basically when we got there, they gave us like our tickets, and my parents had left me already, because once they saw like everybody was already there, like my teachers, they left me, so they went back home, and I was there. They gave me my ticket, and we had to go through security and stuff, and we were going to New York, but we had to like go to Chicago, which was our connected flight. And once we got to Chicago, we got on a plane in Chicago to go to New York. And so basically, when we were flying to Chicago, and we only had to wait like 10 minutes to go to 10 minutes. We had to wait 10 minutes in Chicago, and then got on a flight to go to the Newark airport. And so basically, during that 10 minutes in Chicago, I got some time to meet some of my roommates. And I had 3 roommates. One roommate, his name was Jordan. I'm pretty sure his name started with a J. I'm pretty sure it was Jordan. And one roommate, his name was Evan. And I don't remember what my third roommate's name was. I'm sorry if I don't remember your name, but I don't remember your name. But yeah, I had 3 roommates, and I met them in Chicago. And we got on our connected flight, and we went to the Newark airport. And so when we arrived at the Newark airport, we had to get on a bus to go to New York. And we were like, once we got on the bus to go to New York, we were like in this like little tunnel. Like when we're driving like on the highway, we went through this little tunnel, and my teacher, he told us to look to the left of us once we get out of this tunnel. And once we got out of the tunnel, you could see like kind of, it's not really like a skyline, but like you can see like all like you can see New York, like all the giant buildings and stuff like that. And it was just like so incredible. Like I didn't get to take a picture of it because like it was just so fast. Like it was probably only like 5 seconds, and like I didn't have time to like pull out my phone and like get on my camera and take a picture of it. So basically that was that, and we had to go through the toll and stuff. And once we got to New York, we went to our hotel, which was called the Row Hotel in New York. And once we got at the hotel, they told us to they told us to just drop off our stuff at the front, and they'll just put our stuff like in the rooms and stuff. Because once we got to New York, we had to like immediately walk to the first musical that we were gonna go see. And the first musical that we went to go see was SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical, which was 10 out of 10 would see it again. It was so good. Like the plot was good, the music was good, the acting was good, and I really liked it. And I fell asleep like kind of like during like the intermission, like which is basically like halftime, I guess. Basically, I fell asleep during like the intermission. Because like the intermission is like 10 minutes, so I fell asleep there because I was just super tired. I was just super tired. Like I said, I had to wake up at like 2 o'clock, and I went to sleep fairly late. And so I probably only had like 3 hours sleep. And so I was just tired. I fell asleep during the intermission, and then watched the entire show. Incredible show. Like I said, 10 out of 10. And once like the show was done, they like my teacher and stuff, our teachers, and like told us like go out the front and turn right, and that's where everybody will be at. And that's what I did. I went out the front of like the theater and went to the right, and there I saw everybody. And so we were gonna like walk back together back to the hotel and get ready, like freshen up, get ready for dinner. And so we're walking through Times Square. Like the theater was like basically at Times Square. So basically we're walking through Times Square, going back to the hotel. And this is when I got lost. So basically, we were walking back to our hotel, and I looked ahead of me, and there I didn't see anybody that I recognized. And then there, I looked behind me, I didn't see anybody that I recognized there either. And so I just thought, okay, so no need to panic. So I went back to Times Square. Like I walked back to Times Square, and there I saw nobody, and I didn't see anybody that I recognized, and I was like, oh man, oh wow, this is gonna be tough. And so when I realized I got lost, and like I started to panic, I started just be like and stuff like that, and so I walked to this other hotel. I don't remember the name of this hotel, but I asked this guy. I'm pretty sure his name was Humberto, and so he helped me find my hotel. And it's a good thing. Like I remember like the name of my hotel. So I told him like I'm pretty sure I'm staying at the Row Hotel, and he was like, "Oh, the Row Hotel is like basically just around the corner. I'll take you there." And so basically he took me back to my hotel, and really nice guy. Cause like like in the movies, like they make New York like a bad place, like they make everybody like so mean and stuff. And but that's not really the case. New York people are really nice, and they're really willing to help like tourists and stuff. And so he gave me some tips, like when he was taking me to my hotel. He was giving me some tips, like if you're in New York, like don't walk on like the sidewalk, like walk like on the street near the sidewalk, like not in like the middle of the road, but like on the street near the sidewalk, so that you just like, because it's faster that way, because like the sidewalks in New York are just like really really crowded. Like if you guys like go to New York, like don't get a taxi, just walk everywhere, because the streets are crowded, and it'll be better to just walk on foot. And Also, if you guys go to New York, go see a musical, cause like that has to be number one on your bucket list. If you go to New York, go see a musical or just a play in general, and like it'll it'll be awesome. And I'm pretty sure you guys won't regret it. I mean, it is a lot of money. Like you can get probably like some balcony seats, probably for like just like $30, or probably. I didn't really do research. I don't know how much like tickets are like Broadway tickets are for musicals and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not that expensive, but it's not cheap either. So yeah, so I was lost, and Humberto took me back to my hotel. I'm pretty sure that was where I was at. Took me back to my hotel, and then there I saw everybody that I recognized, and then good, he was like, "Good luck out there." So he gave me like a handshake and everything, like kind of like a bro handshake, and I was like, "Yeah, thank you very much for like helping me." I would have like done something, like probably like give him like money or something for helping me, but I didn't have money. I didn't have money, so I once I got back to my hotel, I got in trouble by my parents. Like, no, you should watch where you're going. Like, cause it's freaking Times Square. Like, all these giant signs, like all these like incredible like advertisements and stuff. Like, this will like really like catch your mind. Like, really like I don't know. I don't remember the word, but like it will really like just take your mind off stuff and like make you forget things because of how beautiful it is. Like Times Square is awesome. So yeah, I saw like my teacher and stuff, and they told me like just like be more careful out there and like stuff like that. So that's how I got lost in New York. Kind of dumb walking back and forth around Times Square and stuff. And so they gave me my key card and stuff like that, and go to my hotel room and like get ready. So well, I went to my hotel room, and there I saw everybody. I saw my roommates and stuff. And so they was like, "Hey, what's up, James?" And I was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good, bro." And like they were just kind of like worried about me because I got lost. And basically, oh, excuse me, guys. Basically, they were like asking me if I was okay. I said, yeah. And basically, I kind of made a name for myself the first day of New York because I got lost. But yeah, it's kind of a dumb way to make a name for yourself. But yeah, that's how I got lost, and kind of dumb, But I'll tell you guys a little bit more about my trip. So the first musical we went to go see was SpongeBob the musical. The second musical we went to go see I'm pretty sure was Come From Away. Now, Come From Away is probably on my top 3 favorite musicals of all time because it had a really good storyline. Like the storyline, like I don't really want to get my spoilers, but the storyline was basically how all these like people. This took place like during like 9/11. This Come From Away, this musical took place in 9/11, and it was basically like these people like on the plane, like they were stuck on like this like place or like this island called Newfoundland, and it's basically how like this place, like this island, took them in as one of their own and stuff like that. So that's basically how like that's the plot of it. And yeah, that was the second musical we went to go see. The third musical we went to go see was a musical called Dear Evan Hansen, which if you guys have not heard of Dear Evan Hansen, it's awesome. It's such a good musical. Like probably one of my favorite musicals because the plot was awesome, the music was awesome, acting was pretty good. No, it wasn't pretty good. It was awesome. And Dear Evan Hansen probably my favorite musical I went to go see while I was in New York at the time. And yeah, there's some more musicals we went to go see, but I don't really remember the rest. We didn't just like watch all musicals. We went to this one play. This one play called The Play That Goes Wrong, which is basically kind of like a murder mystery, but like in the play, like everything starts like breaking down. Like there's like an upstairs, and like the upstairs starts to like break down and stuff. Kind of, it's pretty funny. So if you guys go to New York, make sure you guys go check that play out. Go check Dear Evan Hansen out. Probably you guys need to go just like I said, just go to a musical in general. It doesn't matter which musical it is, just go see one. And yeah, and so I remember like I said, I made a name for myself. Everybody knew who I was. Like everybody was like, "Oh, you're the kid that got lost, right?" And like, yeah, I'm the kid that got lost. Yeah, like basically everybody was worried about me, like making sure like I didn't get like raped or anything. But like, who's gonna want to like rape me? Because like, I was probably like 6 foot at the time, probably 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, and I was kind of like big too. Like I was probably like 260, 250. And yeah, who like I'm pretty sure nobody would really want to mess with me. That's so funny. But yeah, there's this one guy. His name was Cameron. I'm pretty sure his name was Cameron. And he asked me like if I wanted to like go to the Nintendo store in New York, because we were in New York for like 5 days. I'm pretty sure, and one of those days we had like a free day where we could just go anywhere and like do whatever we want as long as we had a chaperone with us. I'm pretty sure that's the word, right? Chaperone. Like yeah, as long as we had like somebody like an adult with us and like watching us, and so basically we had his mom. His mom was there with him, and so he had his mom take us to the Nintendo store in New York, and we had like they had like a pretty big family. Like they were all there, like, and there's the other guy, Spencer. He was there too, and so we all like went to the Nintendo store, which was a really long walk. It was probably like an hour walk, I feel like. And when we got there, this Nintendo store, like the Nintendo store in New York, was filled with like Pokemon, Zelda, Mario, like all the Nintendo stuff you could like think of, like all the games, like the game character stuff, like all you could think of. And so basically upstairs was like all the Pokemon, and like I'm kind of a Pokemon nerd, like I love Pokemon, and so basically there was all these like plushes and stuff. So I got this I guess it's kind of a big. I got this Pokemon called Ditto, and basically what Ditto does is like it can turn into any Pokemon it wants. So basically, I got Ditto, like this giant plush of it, and it's my room right now. And I got that. Ooh, it was like 20, 30 bucks. And I was gonna get like a video game too, cause this video game called Shaq Fu. If you guys don't know that game, it's basically Shaquille O'Neal as a ninja, I guess. And I was gonna get that game because it was on the Nintendo Switch, and I had a Nintendo Switch at the time, but I didn't get it because I just thought it'd be a waste of money. So I just got the giant Ditto plush, and that was what I got at Nintendo store. And after that, our other friend Spencer, he wanted to go to the New York subway museum, and so basically that was probably an hour 30 minutes long to get there, because we had to like go down to the subway, get a train or a subway to go to this like main part of town. I'm pretty sure we were like in like probably in New Jersey. I feel like no, not New Jersey, but it was like a different part of New York. But no, we were in New York. This is where the subway museum was, and I'm pretty sure it was only like $5 to get into the museum. So I paid for myself when we got in, and basically I didn't really think like this would be like cool because it's just like subways and stuff, like trains. Like it's not gonna be that interesting, but it was really interesting because like all these like different types of seats are like different, like and like you can still see like the headlines like on like if you go like on a New York subway, like if you look up top you can see like headlines and stuff, and it was basically headlines of like that year, like on that day. Like so basically there was like subways from the 1960s, from like the early 2000s and stuff, and 2010s, and we were there. It still had like all these old headlines, and all these seats were like different because like the 1960s seats were like metal, I feel like, and like the 2000s they were like cushion seats and stuff like that. And so basically, yeah, it was a really cool museum. Like this was probably one of my favorite museums that I've ever been to. But yeah, that was basically how we spent our day. We also went to Chinatown, and I'm pretty sure it's called Little Soho. I'm pretty sure. I'll just call it Soho. We went to Chinatown, and then we went to Soho, and no, it was Little Italy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we went to Little Italy, I think, and we went there at Little Italy. We went to this restaurant, this little Italian place. I don't remember what it's called. I got some fettuccine alfredo. You know, the good stuff. And that was basically yeah. That was probably like the fourth day we were in New York. Like I don't remember much because I don't really have a good memory. But yeah, that was my on the fifth day, like the day where we were gonna leave New York. We were on this bus, like this like tour bus that would take us like to go see like all these like the big buildings of like New York stuff, like the Empire State Building and stuff, and the One World Trade Center. I'm pretty sure that's like the tallest building. I'm not even sure if it's still a thing. I'm gonna look it up. One World Trade Center. Let's see. It's not. I don't know if it's still. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. It was rebuilt. Okay. Yeah. They took us there, and basically after like the bus, like we had to go get some lunch, and after lunch, we had to go back to the hotel, get our stuff ready to get on the bus that took us to the hotel. So we had to get on that bus to go to the Newark Airport, which is like Newark Airport was probably like 20-30 minutes away. And so basically we were stuck at Newark Airport for like 2 hours. And so we had to get on a flight to go to Chicago, which is like a connected flight. And we had to wait like 4 or 5 hours in Chicago to get on our flight to go back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And so basically it was probably like 11 o'clock, close to midnight. It was probably 11 p.m. And we were there getting on our flight, finally going back to Tulsa. And we probably didn't get to Tulsa until like midnight. And that was basically my trip about New York, how I got lost, and ridiculously. And yeah, that was my trip to New York. I don't know why. I burp in like every single episode. I burped last episode and I burped this episode. So yeah, that was basically my trip to New York, and how I got lost. Kinda silly, kinda dumb. If you guys like, make sure you guys leave like a rating on iTunes and Google Podcasts, and just like write down like how ridiculous like how I got lost was, and make sure you guys follow my podcast on Spotify and iTunes and stuff. And that's basically it. That is episode number 2 of the podcast. if you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys tell me on Instagram, which is _.zaiku._ that's my Instagram. Just tell me that how much you guys enjoy this podcast, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.